Namaste. Hello, friends. I look forward to guiding you through this 30-minute practice. And today we are going to start with some standing postures and then do some movements on the mat. And for the standing postures, if you feel like you need a little bit help with the balance, please have the chair available or at least a wall. Otherwise, it should be good. So let's start with chanting Om 3 times. Please feel free to join me if you feel comfortable. And then we'll go to the movements. So let's take a nice deep breath. Inhale. Om. Okay, since we're standing, you can start with just warming up the body a little bit. Maybe bring your hands to your hips, separate your feet a little bit, your knees soft. Start moving your pelvis around, your hips around. Gently bending the knees as you go. One way, then the other. Explore that movement. Maybe side to side. Very good. Come back to the center. Let's move our neck a little bit. Just make sure that that you're not doing anything that hurts. So go only to your range of motion. And if you had recent neck surgery, or if you know that you have some problematic vertebrae in your neck, go only as far as you normally do with your head. Don't do any crazy movements, okay? So let's inhale and lift your chin up as far as it feels comfortable. Just notice how that feels. And on exhalation, bring the chin towards the throat. And inhaling, lift the chin. And exhale, chin goes down towards the throat. Again, inhaling, lift the chin. And exhale, tuck your chin down. Feel the stretch on the back of your neck. Shoulders are down. And then inhale, lift the chin up, come back to the center. Next exhalation, you lower your right ear down. Oh, feel the stretch on the left side of the neck. Inhale, lift the chin up to the center. Exhale, bring the other ear down. As you can see, they won't touch for most of the people. And then inhale, lifting the chin. Exhale, lower the right ear, keeping your shoulders down. So don't lift your shoulders. We are not trying to touch the ear to the shoulder. And then inhale to the center. Exhale, left ear goes down. Keeping my both shoulders down and relax. Inhale, come back to the center. And now just notice how that feels. And on exhalation, turn your head to the right. Inhale back to the center. And exhale to the other side. Inhaling forward. And exhale the other way. Inhale, center. And exhale to the left. Inhale, come back to the center. Beautiful. And notice how your neck and shoulders feel. And if that feels comfortable and cool, good for you, combine some of those movements and maybe rotate or just half rotate your neck. Rolling your head around very slowly. very slowly so that you feel every part of the movement. Exploring that, listening to what your neck wants to tell you. How that feels. Be with your neck for a moment and notice if there are any changes or not. And then we'll look shoulders up and back, rotating the shoulders a little bit. How that feels. Bringing your shoulder blades closer together as if you wanted to hug the spine. And perfect. And then let's bring our hands together, clasp the fingers, flip your hands out and lift your arms up. Stretching up, stretch, pressing your feet to the floor and your arms towards the ceiling. You may want to lean to the right for a moment. As you're doing that, the chest goes slightly up towards the ceiling. And inhaling up. And exhale the other way. And again, chest goes towards the ceiling just a little bit so that your right hip goes slightly back. And inhaling up. And lift the shoulders up and drop. And up. And drop. So just one more time. Up. And drop. Oh, very good. Let's just for a moment just stand in a mountain pose. So you separate your feet a little bit and you feel the soles of your feet on the ground connecting to the yoga mat. Very stable, right? And bring the palms facing out, so forward. Relax the shoulders, chins parallel to the floor. And let's use this mountain pose to quickly scan the body and see what is present, what the body needs. Let's just have a little conversation with the body. So you can close your eyes or not. For me, it's easier to close it so I'm not getting distracted. And I'm starting with my feet. Feeling my feet and noticing if they have any special needs today. Calves. Body is talking to us all the time, telling us what it needs, as it needs attention, thighs, arms, hands. Are there any parts that you need to pay special attention? Maybe a little bit more loving care. Shoulders. How are the shoulders? Face, neck. And let go. Oh, let go. So probably you know a little bit better what the body wants to tell you today. As we are standing here, let's start with a little bit of lateral stretches. So we'll go to a triangle pose and we'll take it easy. So we'll stretch, separate the feet with the right foot turning right and the left one either forward or slightly in. And you know what? Don't worry about the alignment too much. Everyone is different. So my posture will look different than yours. And it doesn't mean better or worse. It's just everybody has a different shape. And everybody has different range of motion, flexibility, level. So we are all practicing. It's the whole life practice. So let's stretch arms to sides. Now flip your left hand up. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring the left arm down. Beautiful. So for some of us, it may be somewhere here, right? And it's totally fine. Some of us will be able to go lower. Some of us will be able to even touch the ankle or maybe the floor. To think about the left hip so it doesn't go too much forward. Bring it slightly back to open the chest a little bit more. Keep breathing. If your balance is great today, you can look up towards your hands, towards the ceiling. If it's not so great, you look forward. You do what you need to do. Holding this posture for a moment, just feeling like what the body is doing. How is it feeling? And then inhale, coming to the center. Lowering your hands. And let's switch sides. What is important? Not to lose your breath. So we are breathing in and out, if possible, through the nose. Okay, and this is to keep our parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest, in power, instead of the sympathetic, the fight and flight. Okay, in yoga, we want to relax as much as we can. Beautiful. So now flip your left hand and the right arm goes down. And again, wherever you can do it, for some of us, it will be just here. Make sure that your shoulder doesn't hurt. Just do whatever you need to do, whatever feels good for you. I'm going lower because I can today. My right hip goes back. And I'm looking up to the ceiling because I can today. And as I said before, if this is not the case for you, then keep your head looking forward. Maybe a little bit easier. And the shape of your triangle may look totally different than mine. Totally fine. You're practicing, you're getting there. Inhale, come back to the center and release. Beautiful. Bring your toes to heels, toes to heels. Very good. Maybe reset a little bit. Move your body slightly. Yeah, listen to what the body wants to tell you. Perfect. And we're going to move to the practice of Warrior One. So we'll move forward to the front of the yoga mat or back of the yoga mat, whatever it is for you. Let's send the right leg back. Very good. The stance is comfortable and pretty wide. The right foot, the back foot turns slightly out, maybe like 15 degrees or something like that, 45 degrees. I'm not good at math, whatever. 45, half of 90. Good. The hips are facing forward, arms are down, chin parallel to the floor. We're going to move and breathe. So inhale, bending the knee. Notice what's happening, lifting the arms up. I don't want my knee to go in front of my ankle. So if this is happening, I need to move my foot forward. And then exhaling, lowering my arms down. I'm breathing in and out as I bend my knee. Inhaling, pressing the back foot to the floor so the heel doesn't go off the floor. Exhale. If that happens, maybe you need to shorten your stance. Inhale. Exhale. And make sure that you are bending that knee if the knee is bendable today. Inhale. Exhale. If you had recent knee surgery or you just cannot bend the knee, you can just lift your arms. That's okay. Otherwise, you inhale and bend the knees, knee and arms up. Exhale. Combine your breath and movement. Allow your own breath to guide you, okay? Coming up and down a few times, your own breath. In and out through your nose, if your body allows that. And let's hold it. Next time you're up with your arms, let's hold this posture for a moment, relaxing the shoulders. Chin is parallel to the floor, arms are up. Keep breathing. Engage the abdomen a little bit, both feet fully on the floor, but the body weight is mostly on the back leg. You can either stay here, or if you feel like, you may bring your chest a little bit more forward, arms a little bit more back. Only if that feels good. And exhale, lower your arms and stretch the knee. And then send the back foot forward. Notice how that feels. And then we're going to move to the other side. Left leg goes back. First, make sure that your stance is wide enough so that you can spend here a lot of time, okay? And you know that you can stay here for longer. Check if your back heel is on the floor and if that feels good. I feel a little bit of a stretch on the back of the leg, completely fine. Inhaling, bend your knee, front knee, and lift your arms up. See if the knee is in the right place. It doesn't go in front of your ankle. Body weight mostly on the back leg. Inhaling, then exhale. Arms down, knees straight. Again, allow this time your own breath to guide you. So I'm not going to talk here. Your breath is your guide. Inhaling up and exhaling down. I'm breathing through my nose. Next time your arms are up, stay there and breathe. Relax the shoulders. Notice what happens when you press both feet equally to the floor. The body weight goes out from your hip joints, more into the muscles. You don't want to hang in your hips, hang in your groin. You want the stretch not to be in your joints. Joints shouldn't stretch. We stretch the muscles, so you want to feel the stretch in the middle of your muscle. And exhale, lower your arms. Step your foot forward. Beautiful, make you shake your legs a little bit. Reset. Take a breath. And notice how you feel after this posture. It's so important not to rush too much from one posture to the other. If you want to really learn how they affect you, how your body is responding to the postures, just enjoy it and feel it. So how are your calves now, right? How's your balance? Beautiful. The body's talking. So let's separate our feet and go into the warrior two. So warrior two, we're going to also move and breathe. So separating the feet a little bit wider, maybe like if your body allows about 4 feet, 3.5, 4 feet apart. I don't know what mine, maybe 4.5. The right foot turns to the right. The left one face forward, making sure that my hip, the left hip doesn't go too much forward. That's what it wants to do. Open the pelvis a little bit. Keeping your foot in place, pressing outside of the left foot to the floor. Beautiful. Now let's just check our stance. The knee, when we bend the right knee, we don't want it to go in front of my ankle. Look at my knee. I need to move my foot a little bit more forward. Much better. Stretching, placing the outside of the other foot to the floor. Got it? Okay, doc. So when we have this in place, let's inhale and lift the arms up. And exhale, bringing them parallel to the floor and bending the knee. Warrior two, look to the right. Inhale, lifting the arms, stretching the knee, look forward. And exhale, lower your arms, look to the right. Pressing outside of the left foot to the floor. Let's do it again. Inhale. And exhale. Look to the right. Let's stay here for a moment. Pressing outside of the left foot to the floor. Pressing both feet to the floor so you're not hanging in your joints. See what happens when you lift your right toes. Does it make any difference? Maybe yes, maybe no. Then what happens when you flip your hands up and then back down? Look your head slowly to the left. Bring it back to the center. Lower your toes. Get out of the posture. Beautiful. My earpads are not cooperating today, but okay, we're switching sides. good. And again, get ready for the posture on the other side. Pressing outside this time of the right foot to the floor. Left one is nicely on. We inhale, lifting the arms up. On exhalation, bend the left knee. Go for it. Inhaling up. And exhale, arms to warrior two. Looking to the left. Inhale. Head to the center, arms up. And exhale. Inhaling up. And exhale, stay in warrior two for a few moments. Lifting the toes of the left foot just for fun. Pressing outside of the right one really nicely to the floor. Let's flip the hands up. And then turn your head very slowly, not to lose your balance. To the right. And then bring your head to the center. Unflip your hands, lower your toes, release the posture. Beautiful, heels to toes, heels to toes. Perfect, roll the shoulders a little bit. Nice. And release. Very good. Perfect. So we'll go down to the floor to do a few movements on the floor. A good way to do it without bending your back, if that's possible for you, going down, just bending one knee and then bending the other, sitting to the side. You can always use the wall or the floor to do that. You can get to the floor whichever way makes sense to you. So we'll sit on the floor, and we'll practice the stick pose, Dandasana. It's bringing our body into the shape of letter L. Feet are flexed. The hands are in the thighs. And we're stretching the body nicely up, using our abdominal muscles, our core. So if your abdominal muscles, if your core is not super strong, you may find yourself somewhere here. And it's okay. It's good to sit next to the wall. This way you will be able to use the wall as a prop to move you a little bit forward as you are building strength in your abdominal muscles. So staying here with your feet flexed. Beautiful posture. Trying to get to that 90 degrees. If that feels comfortable, you can lift your arms up and stretch them up. Chin is parallel to the floor. Pressing the knees towards the floor. Feet are flexed. It's a very nice and safe posture. And really strength building in your core muscles. And your hip flexors as well. So staying here for a moment and then letting it go. And bring your hands behind you. Separate your feet. And if that feels good, pressing through your hands, lifting your hips up. You may bend your knees if you need to. Lifting your hips up, chin goes up. Breathe. Hold it for a moment. And then let it go. Very good. Then we're going to turn around to the tabletop pose. And here, I need to give you some warning for contraindications. If you have bulging discs, herniated discs, or osteoporosis, I don't recommend rolling your back. So instead of doing the cat stretch in the exhalation, you come to the neutral position, to the tabletop. Inhaling, the belly goes down, lift your chin slightly up. Cow stretch. And then as you exhale, either go to the tabletop or around your back with a cat stretch. Looking down, inhale, belly goes down, a cow. Feel it, lifting your hips slightly up. And then on exhalation, go either to your tabletop or fully stretch if your body allows. And inhale again. Exhale. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. And come back to the neutral position, to the tabletop. And if you need to take care of your wrists, always okay to rotate your wrists as you go, right? Making sure it's comfortable. And then nicely stretch the right leg out. Point it. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, stretch the other leg out. Point it. And lower it down. Now let's stretch the right one more time. Hold it here without rotating your hip, keeping the hips in line, parallel to the floor. You can either stay here or bring the opposite arm forward. For a nice balancing stretch. Imagine someone is pulling your arm one way, leg the other way. Coming down with your hand, with your knee. Going for the other side, pointing your toes. And again, you can stay here. It's totally fine. Only if you feel comfortable, bring the other arm forward. See if you can bring your head looking down so that your spine is in one line. Holding it for a moment. It's a beautiful balancing posture. Engaging your abdomen a little bit. Lower your arm, knees down. Separate your feet a little bit and stretch your hips back towards your heels into the child's pose. It's extended child's pose, bringing your arms forward if your body allows. If this is not available for you, maybe bringing one fist on the other and lowering your forehead on it. Staying here and breathing. And letting go. Beautiful. So now, we're just going for one more posture, last posture before we go. Lying down on the abdomen. A little bit of a forward or of a back bend. So, bringing your feet together. Start with your forehead on the floor. Hands are directly under your shoulders, or elbows are close to the body. Keeping your pubic bone on the floor, your belly on the floor. Inhale, start lifting your forehead. Shoulders come away from the ears. Elbows are close to the body and stay bent throughout the posture. Keep your shoulder blades closer together as if they were hugging the spine. Feet stay on the floor. Shoulders away from your ears. Keep breathing. Cobra, Bhujangasana. Again, this posture may look different for you. And exhale, lower your hands down. Make pillow with your hands. Bring one cheek on the pillow. Separate your feet for a moment. Toes touch, big toes touching, heels fall to sides. And we are turning on the back to practice Shavasana. Shavasana, the final posture, the final relaxation. You can lie down on your back. In a classical way, you separate your feet and bring your hands slightly away from the body. Palms facing up. Hips are relaxed. Toes fall to sides. If your back is not allowing you to do that, you can sit against the wall or you can keep your knees bent and stuck against each other. So these are the options. You can stay here on the floor, relaxing, letting go of any tension. Bring your awareness to your breath. Notice your body, slight movements as you breathe in and out. You can relax your legs, relax your hips, your back, relaxing your arms, shoulders, relaxing your face. Letting go of any tension in the body. The body is fully supported by the floor. There is no need for any action in the muscles. And keep your eyes closed or slightly open if that's easier for you. Noticing how the body is slowly letting go of tension and really trusting the floor and gravity to hold it. No muscle work is needed. Just breathing in and out. Every inhalation, inviting more of those positive qualities you want in your life. And exhaling everything you don't need anymore. Stay here as long as you want, allowing the body to fully relax. Or if you prefer, bring your feet together and stretch your arms over your head. Give yourself a good stretch. And release. And then bring your knees towards the chest if that feels good, keeping the back, as much of your back on the floor, maybe rolling from side to side, only that feels fine and good. Massaging your lower back and rolling to one side and helping yourself to sit up. Honoring your practice. Bowing to your own heart, your inner teacher. Honoring the wisdom of your body. Light in me honors the same light in you. Namaste.